you're seeing this war of like emotions play out. This match really was, I think, a lot of fun, fast-paced match, but almost came second. Like when you see what happened after the match, the story that happened after this match was really compelling stuff. SPD, I'm gonna stop chatting about that until afterwards. We're gonna jump
Right.
into the post match stuff after. But I
Right.
know that you love yourself some Lucha Bros. And we always talk about the Young Bucks really set the bar when it comes to excitement in tag team
Mm-hmm.
wrestling. Those guys, their matches are always just a joy to watch. So, what did you think about this match, dude? Elite or delete out of you?
I mean, the announcers said it best, man. Like we talked about earlier, they get out of breath calling this match because I'm getting out of breath just trying to keep up with it. It was so fast paced, and just right off the bat, Phoenix and Nick Jackson, they were like mirror synchronized twins, just doing those like pump ups and kicks and all that. It was just so fun to watch. And these two teams are some of the best teams on the planet with the Young Bucks and Lucha Bros. It was so great to see the Lucha Bros back together finally in the ring, on the same side. So I was really excited for that. Phoenix and Jackson were just absolutely on fire this match. This was nonstop, high flying match. And just like I said, you don't realize almost forget how amazing Lucha Brothers are together,
Mm-hmm.
and they're so fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix is just so damn good. There's nothing he can't do, man. And like we've talked about time again, like every match we see something new. The double arm drag, flip, bounce off the ropes, toss was just what I don't even know what you call that. But I was just mesmerized by that, just to be able to be that control with your hands tied up to another person's hands. This was even Cutler, man. Cutler had some great high spots, man. Everyone was high flying. It did not disappoint. When you see Cutler, you don't think of him as a high flyer, but he was getting some hang time for sure. And he really showed up. And it was a surprising that Laredo Kid got the pin because of just the star power and the regulars on the show.
Totally agree.
But I love the match, man. This one I want to see more and more and more of. That sell by Phoenix and the DDT on the apron was insane. Right near the end of the match was just absolutely brutal, man. I love, my top performer came from this match, which I'll reveal later. But I
Wow.
absolutely love this match. It was a banger of a match. It was elite for me, and the whole segment just really put a cherry on top. And like you said, it almost took away from how great of a match it was, that segment at the end. And
I
it's a
agree.
shame because the match was full of star power and absolutely high energy and like almost anything you want in a match. And but we saw Kenny Omega steal the thunder at the end.
Yeah, he did. For me, I feel like the match itself was a lot of what we've come to expect when you see the Young Bucks or the Lucha Brothers. And when you put those guys in the ring together, you just know it's going to be fast paced. It's going to be fluid. There's going to be a ton of like tandem offense. And I love seeing all the different tandem moves. One in particular that I really liked was when Matt had Phoenix, I believe it was Phoenix, when he had him on the outside and Nick did that sort of that senton off the ring.
Penta. Yeah.
Penta. Yes.
Yep.
Sorry. It was Penta. Good call.
Brutal.
I feel like there's so like the brothers on both sides have such great chemistry and such great tandem offense.
Yep.
Really enjoy what they're doing with like when you get a chance to see both of them in the ring together.
It's unbelievable.
It ended up being a nice treat too. I mean, had Pac been in this match like he was originally scheduled, I felt like maybe there was just the outcome would have been more obvious, I think. And I felt like this was kind of almost an upset to me. You have the Young Bucks, the tag team champions, losing
2 weeks in a row, essentially, to the team, the number one contender. So
right, I felt like this was kind of an upset here. And had Pac been in there to give us the full death triangle, I would have said, man, I would have known, no doubt. You're not beating the death triangle.
Right.
That said, the finish of this match played into the post match, and the more that I have time to digest that, the more I appreciate what Kenny Omega had to say on the mic. And I think that Kenny, obviously, I feel like Kenny went a little off the deep end. No, like he was a little crazy at the end. But when you look at like the point, like again, this goes back to I love when my characters, good and bad, when they have motivations that make sense. And you saw Brandon Cutler eat the pin from Laredo Kid, right? And then the whole premise of Kenny's promo is you're gonna choose this dude over me. Like the challenge, the gauntlet that he laid down for the Young Bucks, although extreme, and like who wants a friend who like basically says you're gonna be by my side and do what I want whenever I want, and you're gonna behave how I want you to behave. No one wants a friend like that, right?
No.
That's on my terms all the time. But I understand the premise of where Kenny's coming from, right? You're gonna hang out with this like Dungeons and Dragons kind of silly guy who's not on my level. You're gonna associate yourself with him over me. Like in case you didn't notice, I'm the world champion. I'm about to be the world champion of AEW, of Impact, and of AAA, right? So it's like Kenny's point, although extreme, is based in logic and based in storytelling and what we've seen play out. And I really can appreciate that. He ended up getting busted up pretty bad and left bloody. And in typical Good Brothers fashion, they came out for the save late, as usual. I don't know, man. I feel like this storyline has me going back and forth on like how I feel about it. But the more I get to see Kenny on the mic, and the more I'm starting to see this slow dissension into kind of madness that Kenny's been going on, I'm really getting on board with it. I really, really liked Kenny's promo work tonight. He seemed to really carry the show from his match early on to this. I don't know, man. I felt like Kenny, that post-match stuff is go back and watch that. I mean, obviously the match was a blast to see, but I'm compelled by where Kenny and the Good Brothers and the Young Bucks are going from here.
Yeah, his promo was very unexpected and very like deep, man. You know, he didn't choose AEW, he chose the Young Bucks, but they never chose him back. That was very deep line and very well said, you know. It was great to see, you know, I love them, all those guys together, but it was great to see the Young Bucks to finally really turn their back on Kenny Omega and we'll hopefully get the Good Brothers Young Bucks feud where we can kind of get the Young Bucks come out on top and kick the Good Brothers out of AEW that we kind of want. So this was really, really unexpected, and it was very smart that you were explaining that, how it really tied it in together. How, you know, Cutler got the pin, you chose him. Like I kind of glossed over that because of how dialed in I was to his promo, but that was very well tight end story there. And of course at the end I just love seeing the Lucha Brothers come out on top. It was it was a good finish to a great segment and a great match.